Assalamu alaikum guys. Hope everybody will be fine. Today in this important video lecture I will discuss basic civil engineering knowledge part 4th. If you didn't watch the part 3rd, 2nd and 1st, so the link is in the description of this video. Go and watch from there. Or at the end of this video you are able to watch the other parts. Guys, today's topic part 4th and basic civil engineering knowledge is very important because in this part I will discuss basic rules of RCC column. So therefore watch this video till the end to learn something new. Let's get started. If this video is helpful for you, so you may like this video. Basic rules of RCC column. Remember guys that normally for building we are using main two types of columns, especially at the corners of the house construction. One is square column, the second one is rectangular column. So in which case we can construct square column and in which case we can construct rectangular column. Remember that choose square column. For axial load. So in the case of axial load you should choose square column. How? Suppose this is square column. In building construction, when the load comes on the center of the column, so that load is axial load. So for axial load we should provide square column like this. As you can see, this is the load. When the load comes on the center of the column, so in that case we should provide square column. In that case the square column L should be is equal W. For example, if the length of the column is 9 inches, so the width should be also 9 inches. If the length is 12 inches, so the width should be also 12 inches. So remember, choose square column for axial load. The second one is rectangular column. So choose rectangular column for eccentric axial load. So in this case, eccentric axial load you are able to provide rectangular column. How? So you can see, suppose this is column. So when the load not comes on the center of the column, for example, if the load is here, so this is not the center. So in that case the load comes on the any point of the column. So in that case we will provide rectangular column. Means L should be or width should be greater than length. For example, if the width is 9 inches, so the length should be 12 inches. But one side should be increased from the other one. Okay, so this is rectangular column for eccentric load. So provide square column for axial load and provide rectangular column for eccentric axial load. This is eccentric axial load, but this is axial load which applied on the center, which applied on any point of the column but not at the center. That is eccentric axial load. So in that case you should provide rectangular column. The second one is, the third one rule is use in house construction from 12 mm to 22 mm die of longitudinal bar. Okay, inside the column we are using steel rods. So the steel rods dia should be not more than for the normal residential building from more than 22 mm. So between 12 to 22 mm you are able to use longitudinal bar. So this is the other point. Now guys, remember the fourth rule is for RCC column, use minimum 6 millimeter die of lateral tie for residential building. Okay, suppose this is a column, and here guys you can see this is lateral tie. So this lateral dia should not be less than 6 mm for residential building. It should not be less than 6 mm. Okay. The rule number 5 is, guys, the hook's length should be not be less than, the hook's length should not be less than 9D or 3 inches, where D is a die of steel rod. These hooks length should not be less than 3 inches or 9D, where D is a die of steel rod, which is for example 6 mm. This is the other rule. The rule number 6 is, guys, the hooks should be bent with 135 degree. These hooks, okay, it should be bent with 135 degree, but not in 90 degree. So this is 90 degree, guys, you can see. So don't provide same like this, but it should be provided with 135 degree. It should be bent. This is the other point. Now guys, the rule number 7 is for column, concrete cover should be between 25 to 40 mm. Guys, you can see this is concrete cover. So it should be between 25 to 40 mm, means 1 inch to 1.5 inch. This is the other point. Now guys, remember part number rule number 8. The lapping length should not be less than 50D, where D is die of steel rod. It should be 50D, the lapping length. Guys, you can see this is one steel rod, this is the other one. So here we are providing some time lapping length. Here one steel rod we connect with the other one. So this is lapping length. So this length should not be less than 50D, where D is die of steel rod. For example, if this is 12 mm, so 50 multiply 12, then you will get the lapping length. But the lapping should not be provided at the same point. Other one, here lapping should not be placed at the same point. This is the other thing, right? Now guys, the 9th rule is spacing of lateral ties should be between 150 to 200 mm. Suppose guys, this is RCC column. So these are lateral ties. So the lateral ties dia should not be less than 6 mm as I told you for normal residential building, but I recommend you try to use 8 mm, right, dia. The spacing, this spacing should not be more than 150 to 200 mm between two lateral ties. But at the bottom, with L by 3 distance, L by 3 distance means total height divided by 3. At this distance, it should not be less than 150 to 200 mm. But at the mid, you can increase the distance, but it should not be more than 200. But try to use 100 to 200, right? This is the other point. So guys, these are some important informations related with basic concept, or you can say the basic rules of RCC column in the series of basic civil engineering knowledge part 4th. So hope this video can help you. Wait for the next video, part 5 and basic civil engineering knowledge. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Goodbye.